Hello. So it's been about 5 minutes since I've spoken about bench press. So let me speak about bench press again. I've got a scenario based question, or rather, solution. If you find yourself in competition and you take your opener and your rack height feels off, what do you do? Do you go up or do you go down? So here's my thoughts around it. I believe if you are someone that gets an unrack, you should always opt to go up a rack height, and your focus should be when receiving the unrack to reach with the body as much as you can. The way I think of it is like be ready to receive the bar. So you're reaching with the chest, pushing with the legs as much as you can. If you are someone that self unracks, I would say opt for the lower rack height. The main reason for this is because if your setup is somewhat technical, we all know that receiving an unrack can throw things off. It only needs to be off by a millimeter for the whole kinetic chain to change. So the focus should be with the self unrack, probably sliding a little bit more under, because if the rack height is lower, you're going to get this kind of like diagonal elbow angle where the elbow is in front of the wrist because the rack height's lower. So you have to slide a little bit more under to try to keep everything stacked more in order to get leverage. Now, the thing you have to remember is sometimes with a lower rack height, because you're going to want to slide more under to get more leverage, you're going to be closer to the pegs. So when you unrack, you have to focus on keeping everything depressed to keep that bar line lower. So that as you're pressing back, you're not going to run the risk of hitting the pegs. And that should balance things out.